right, let's continue with our sleeves. You want to take your sleeve piece and place it right side up and locate your notch. We're going to take our sleeve panel and match up the notches. Okay, let's go ahead and clip that to the side. And we are going to sew this right down here and then repeat for the opposite sleeve with the opposite panel. Oh, let's actually put this one together as well. Here's our sleeve, here's our notch. Right sides together, match up the notches. Pin this together as well, and then sew to attach. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and attach that sleeve panel to the sleeve itself, right sides together. And then repeat with the opposite side. All right, after we have our sleeve panel attached to the sleeve itself, we are going to continue on and fold the sleeve in half, right sides together to attach. Once we have that folded, we are going to clip that side. And then we will sew down to attach it. Let's go ahead and sew that. Once we have our sleeve panels attached, we will take our hoodie. It's still the wrong side out, facing up. We will fold down the top part. I'm going to just fold it down to make an opening. It's still wrong side out. We will take one of our sleeves and flip it right side out. and you will place that sleeve inside that opening. I'm going to bring that down. Okay, and we are going to match up the sides here. I'm going to match this up. And then fold. We're going to take that folded part and bring it back up and match it up to the other side of the sleeve. Going to match up your notches. Match up your sleeve panel all the way around and pin or clip that. All right, once you have it all clipped, the panel's not going to go all the way to match. You're going to make sure that your notches are matched up. And there is still an opening, a little one on top. So it's not connected all the way. You want to make sure it matches up. And then we are going to sew around, back up. I want to make sure that there is still an opening right here, that it is not sewn together. Let's go ahead and sew that. Okay, once we have our sleeves attached to the bodice, we will continue on with our hood. Okay, I'm gonna do the double hood option here. You want to take your hood pieces and place them right sides together. And we are going to clip all the way down here to here. And we're going to sew this right here. And then we are going to repeat for the lining as well. Clip them right sides together. Clip this down here, and then sew both the main and the lining. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, once we have both hoods sewn, you will take one of your hoods and place it right sides together. You're going to flip one of them and then place them right sides together. And then we will pin around the opening, pin or clip around this opening right here to attach it. when you have that opening clipped, we're going to sew all the way around that front to attach the hoods together. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, we have those two hoods, the lining and the main attached together, and we are going to flip this hood right side out. And we are going to take our bodice and we're going to match up the seams. So here's our bodice. Okay, you're going to find that back middle. I like to place a clip here. And then take our hood back seam. Place this down for a second so we can match that up. Take that back seam and match it up and clip all three together. It's a little hard to clip with one hand, all three of these. All right, and clip all three of those together. And then you will match up the notches and bring that hood to the front. They are going to be overlapped about 1 inch in the front. An inch there, and then pin to the front. So you want to make sure it is pinned all the way around and that you have your clips attaching all 3 points in the front where they overlap. Both of these sides right here, and then in the middle so it doesn't shift when you're sewing. So let's go ahead and sew that together once it's clipped. Okay, I wanted to add in instructions on how to do the self-lining hood. If you are doing that self-lining hood, you will have 2 hood pieces cut on the fold. What you want to do is take each piece, open it up, right sides up, place them one on top of the other. All right, when we have both of our hood pieces right sides together, we are going to clip first all the way around. We do not want to sew the bottom closed where the 3 notches are, just around there. Okay, so let's go ahead and clip around, and then we are going to sew that together. All right, and once again, we are only sewing from this point around to the other point. We are not sewing the bottom closed. This is just markings for where the notches are. We are not sewing that bottom closed because you're going to flip this right side out and attach the neckband. Okay, once we have that sewn all the way around with the bottom left open, we are going to flip this right side out. And we have our notches right here. And you are going to take this and you are going to pin it to your hoodie, to your neckband. Gonna line up the notches. You're going to line up your notches, pin around. They're going to be right sides together, and you'll have your self-lined hood attached. Okay, let's continue on to our waistband and our cuffs. You're going to open your waistband right side up and fold it on itself, right sides together. Gonna match up that long end. We are going to take it to our machine and sew that end. Waistband sewn, you are going to fold it on itself, wrong sides together, match up the seams, and find the middle of your back bodice. Here's the middle back, put a clip right there. You're going to match up that seam. Okay, and then continue pinning all the way around. When you get to the front pocket, you want to make sure that you have your bodice, both of your pocket pieces and both of the waistband pieces all aligned and clipped together. Okay, so let's go ahead and sew that waistband on, and then you are going to repeat the same steps with your sleeve.